Okay, so a couple guys had a couple of questions on the DRT method about transitioning from your climbing line to the tether. Somebody wanted me to make a video of it, and another guy wanted me to show him exactly a close-up of how we tie the Blake's hitch. So we're going to do that real quick, try and get it in before the storm comes. So I got my line up over my limb, back down. I got two half hitches tied onto a carabiner here and tied onto my bridge. Now I have two bridges. I have a short bridge for climbing and my long bridge for when I'm tethered into the tree. Let me show you first how to do this Blake's hitch. Tied in, I got two half hitches here on the carabiner on my short bridge on my saddle, and then I'm going to take a bite of line, probably about 10 inches or so, and I'm going to go to my main line. I'm going to put my finger right here. I'm going to wrap it around it twice. See two lines right there, 1, 2, around my finger and around the main line. Then I'm going to go around it two more times. Total of 4 times. 2 of the wraps are around my finger, 2 are above my finger on the main line. I'm going to take the line, come over my bridge, and then behind the main line and pull my finger out. The reason my finger's in there is to leave a hole so that I can put this line through. Pull your line up and through. Okay, and then you want to pull it all tight. Okay. Pull it nice and tight, and if you lean back on it, it'll hold you. Okay? Now, another thing I like to do, there's a little trick. You can take this line, tie it back to this line here, and it'll pull your Blake's hitch up when you're climbing. A little trick that I use, I got another prusik that I have in here all the time. This way it just makes it one easier step for me instead of having to tie this. It's already here. Take this guy. I'll go through this prusik. Keep this up kind of hot. Nice and tight. And I'll just tie another half hitch here. 2 over here. 1. Okay. Lean back. And then when you climb, it's going to pull it up for you. Each bite. Nice and easy. You hip thrust up, put your feet against the tree, thrust up, lean back like Batman. Nice and easy. Okay? Now, you're in your tree. You're hanging up. You can stay in this climbing line if you've got a limb, if you've got a platform. This is a platform I made out of an old tree stand. I modified it. But if you want to go onto a platform or a limb, whatever you want to do, you can stay in this. You got a lot of mobility when you have a long line here. And if that's what you want to do, you can. Guys who like to sit will probably be more comfortable in this method. But if you want to transition to your tether, you can. So what I do is I'm using a Mantis saddle. I've got my tether always on in here. Take my tether. Wrap it around your tree. Wherever you feel comfortable. I have a second carabiner on here for my tether. So you never come untethered from the tree. You're always tied in. I mean, you saw me before stand up on this, but even if you didn't have that, you wouldn't need it. You could just stay here in your saddle, put your tether around the tree, I'm on this short bridge for climbing, take my long bridge, transition here, so wherever you feel comfortable, and then what you do is you come back off of your main line. Okay? Right now, I'm pretty much, if I was just leaning on my tether, that's it. Now, one of the things I wanted to show you guys too, another nice thing about the DRT method, your line, your climbing line is all the way down to the bottom of the tree when you climb all the way up. I leave this line, I don't need a bow rope. I use my climbing line. So I've got my pack on there, take up my climbing line, bring my pack up or my bow, whatever, okay, transition, put it on there, and I keep my climbing line up in the tree with me. This way it's not dangling down, there's no movement. You know, as long as I'm on here and I've got my slack off, I can even get this out of my way. All the stuff's out of my way. I'm tethered into the tree just like anybody else would be. You do your thing. That's it. Transitioning from your climbing line to your tether. Like I said, you don't have to do that, but it's pretty easy to do. And the key to it for me is having your two different bridges. Short bridge for climbing. On the Mantis, you got your long bridge, your long Amsteel bridge that it comes with. So I've got two. And you always want to make sure that when you go from one to the other, that you're always hooked in. You know, like here, I want to go back to it. Say I wanted to come down. Get the pressure off of my tether. Now I'm back onto my climbing line. Wrap up. I want to get out of here. Take my stuff, throw it in your pack. You got a storm coming, you want to get down and out real quick. Boom, you let your stuff down. And one of the beauties of DRT also is, and this is an unlooked little gem about DRT method. Think about when it's freezing cold. You're hanging in there, you hunted all day long, you wait until the last couple minutes of dark, it's cold weather, November, December, you're freezing your butt off and your hands are cold. And I don't know, me personally, a lot of times when I come down and I'm freezing cold, I'm tired, it's kind of scary because you know, you're coming down climbing your sticks. You got climbing sticks and everything, you got to pack them up. With DRT, this is all you're doing. You're climbing down. You rappel down to the bottom, you're done. Take your rope off, you undo your knots, pull your rope up, stick it in your pack, and you go home. So it's nice, quick, and easy. You don't have to bother packing up sticks, making any noise too, like when you're coming down, maybe you're in a spot, you're hunting a good spot in the evening, you don't want the deer to know that you're hunting them. You know, it's nice and quiet for that. So, a couple quick tips, hope you guys like it. Do me a favor, if you like this video, subscribe, hit like, and share it with anybody that might benefit from it. All right? Thanks, good luck.